The role of HDR in our post-production pipeline is paramount, really. It's number one on everybody's radar. And now, obviously, technology has improved. HD was a big step forward, and now HDR is an even bigger step forward. And the fact that the monitors can replicate quite accurately the way we intended in our professional suite is very rewarding. I think not just for me, but I think for the consumer.
Yeah, I think today you have to be even more focused on all the details in the shot, because on these new TVs and in the HDR, you really can't hide anything. So it means you really have to pay attention to all the details.
So HDR is finally something, that kind of moved this industry away from us having to go just to the cinemas, be able to see fantastic looking images, to be able to sit at home and be able to see fantastic looking images.
It won't be long now before most people's televisions in their houses are HDR, so they'll be looking for more and more HDR material to screen on those. So I think it's very important.
We have really seen how gradually cinematographers like, softer shadows. They allow light to be more natural. They are approaching filmmaking in a more subtle and emotional way. And this is very interesting. We would have not had that if we haven't had the HDR screen.
One of the important aspects of HDR is that it gives us a sort of wider dynamic range in the highlights and the lowlights. It's like there's a normal container for HD, and then there's this massive container of HDR. And the benefit to the consumer is that they're able to see deeper blacks, but they're not crushed. They have more detail in them. You have brighter highlights, but they're not clipped or blown out. And to be able to reproduce that from the color suite to the home and have that ability to display the image properly within that high dynamic range is something that super powerful tool. The Panasonic OLEDs handle that HDR capability really in a very impressive way.